Hi guys, it's Bella and welcome back to my channel. Can you guys even believe it? We are officially in the month of January 2025. We are going to be doing my TBR video for the month of January. First month of the year. We're starting off the year strong, okay? Last year, 2024, I read a total of 253 books, I believe. Put the number right here. I decided to make my goal for 2025 150. I don't think I'm gonna be able to read as much as I did last year, but I know I still want to make my goal relatively high and start working through some of these books that I have. Today we are going to be doing a TBR jar video, so I wrote a bunch of prompts and stuck them all in this cute little anthropology cup, and we are going to be pulling prompts out and then picking books that correlate to the prompts, and that's how we're going to be picking my TBR for January. I think I want to pick 10 books for this month. I feel like that's a relatively good goal for me, but I'm terrible at actually reading what I pick, so 10 is a good number for me to try to stick to. And let's just get right into it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys like book videos, and let's pull our first prompt. Okay, first prompt of 2025, we have a book that's also on Kindle Unlimited. Okay, let me pull up my phone and see if there's any books I have downloaded on my Kindle that I also own physically, and we can go from there. Okay, I know exactly what we're picking. We are going to pick Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is my first Elsie Silver book that I've ever owned or will be reading, and I just think it's so fun. I think it's a cowboy romance, but honestly, I have no idea if that's even true. Oh my gosh, Ford Grant is the world's hottest billionaire, but all he cares about is escaping the press and opening a recording studio in gorgeous small town Rose Hill. He ends up face to face with a young girl who claims he's her biological father. Now he spends his days balancing business while parenting a sullen 12-year-old, all while desperately trying to keep his hands off of his best friend's sister, Rosie. Oh my god, it's single dad trope in small town. Okay, I was very wrong. Oh my god, this sounds so fun. And I love her cover so much. This is gonna be a super fun read for January. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, first book of the month. Second prompt. A book that's been made into a movie or TV show. Okay. Honestly, there's not many, I don't think. Ugh, crap. Okay, I only have one. Oh my god, would it be so iconic if I chose Twilight? Because I do have the Twilight books over there. Oh, no. No, I don't know if I'm ready for Twilight. Okay, we're just gonna pick this. It's Stephen King's Salem's Lot, and I really want to read this because it literally just came out on Max like 2 months ago, and I don't really know much about it, except that I know that there's two boys that venture into the woods, only one returns alive, and our main character is an author, and he starts to realize something is suspicious about this town, and I do believe that it has to do with zombies, just based on the cover. So this would have been a really good read during the spooky season, but I did not read it during that time because I just couldn't get to it. So we're adding Salem's Lot to our TBR. I'm a little iffy on this one, okay? I don't know if I'm gonna actually read this. I don't think it's January vibes. Prompt number 3. A dark and mysterious cover. Okay, I know what I'm picking. This is Carrie Lake's book. I don't know how to say it. It's Anathema or Anathema. I'm assuming it's Anathema, but this cover is giving spooky. It's given scary. It's given mystical. So let's see. There are whispers about what lurks in Witch Nell, the forest where sinners go to die. The villagers call it the Eating Woods because what's taken is never given back. Only those who've lost their senses would dare go near it. That sounds really awesome. I am assuming this is a fantasy. This sounds so fun. So, spooky forest, I'm all about it. Okay, let's pick our fourth prompt. a book that has been recommended to you. We are going to pick A Court This Cruel and Lovely by Stacia Stark. My mom read this series at the beginning of last year, I believe, and anytime she would be reading one of the books, she would tell me how obsessed she was with it, and I haven't had the desire to pick it up, and I just got it for Christmas. So I think this will be a fun one to read. For years, when I fell asleep, I dreamed of a man with blazing green eyes and a cruel smile. The day I met him, the ruthless mercenary leaves me for dead. Just hours after humans are born, the gods take what little power we have. In return, they protect our borders from the vicious, merciless Fae. The humans who manage to keep their power are known as the corrupt, and they are burned. When my forbidden power is discovered, I'm forced to flee my village. To survive, I make a desperate bargain with the mercenary who abandoned me at my weakest. I'll help him and his mysterious friends sneak into the city, and he'll help me learn to wield the strange dark power I've always kept hidden, the power that is the key to my survival. This sounds so good. It sounds like something I'm going to really enjoy. Honestly, I can already see this being a 5-star book and series. It sounds like everything you want in a fantasy book, so I'm definitely going to read this in January. Okay, book number 5, or prompt number 5, new release. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I'm adding Onyx Storm to my January TBR because it comes out in January and it is a new release, and there is no other new release that I'm looking forward to as much as this book. If you don't know, it is the 3rd book in the Empyrean series after Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and I am so excited to see what this book has in store for us. So Onyx Storm is going to be my 5th book of January. Okay, 6th prompt. A book that's under 300 pages. Honestly, I'm glad I wrote that prompt because we are coming in here with some thick books. This over. Under 300 pages? Oh, here we go. Nora Goes Off Script by Annabelle Monaghan. This is only 257 pages. This is a short, tiny book. Nora is a romance channel screenwriter. When her too good to work husband leaves her and their 2 kids, oh my gosh, Nora turns her marriage's collapse into the best script of her life. It's picked up for the big screen and set to film at her home with former sexiest man alive, Leo Vance, who's cast as her husband. This sounds so good. Can you even imagine that? I'm gonna eat this up. Okay, number 7, a special edition book. Oh my gosh, I was honestly really hoping not to get that prompt. You know what? We're starting another series. I want to do Kingdom of the Wicked. This is an exclusive edition. I wouldn't necessarily call this a special edition, but it does have sprayed edges, and it may have bonus content because it's an exclusive edition. I'm not sure, but this is the Kingdom of the Wicked series by Carrie Maniscalco, and I haven't read any of the books by her before. My mom just read this and she told me all about it, so I want to pick it up. It's about 2 sisters and a murder and a quest for vengeance that will unleash hell itself and a romance. Our main characters are witches who secretly live among humans, and I know that there are a ton of princes of hell, and I think there's 7 princes, and I think they're all based off of the 7 deadly sins, if I can remember correctly. So this sounds like a super fun fantasy with romance. I'm excited about this. I know I'm gonna enjoy this, and I know it's not technically a special edition, but it's close. Okay, 3 more books. So number 8, we have a book you've been avoiding. All of them. I think I'm just in a fantasy mood right now because I keep picking fantasy. Let me flip this over, see if there's any on this side. No. I am avoiding Apprentice to the Villain, but I would say I'm avoiding this even more. It's One of Us is Lying. I just read my first Karen McManus book this last month, and I thought it was okay. I didn't love it, but I've been in a super thrillery mood the last few weeks, so I feel like this is a good time to pick up this book because I have literally been avoiding it for probably 8 months. It's been on my TBR, but it's a YA thriller, and it's about 5 students that go into detention. They're all different, you know, part of different cliques, very similar to Breakfast Club, but one of the people that go into detention never makes it out of the classroom. He dies, and it's all about these 4 high school students that were in detention with him that are all, you know, suspected of murder, and there's a killer on the loose and they're trying to solve who killed the student that died. So super fun idea for a book. It'd be if The Breakfast Club went Bradley. So this is the 8th book of the month that we'll be reading in January. Prompt 9, a fluffy romance. Honestly, very excited I got this prompt because we need some fluff. There are literally so many books on this that I want to read. I don't even know how to pick. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this because I think it's also a shorter one. It's same time next summer, Animal Monaghan, so I'm gonna be reading 2 of her books this month. But I'm assuming this is a fluffy romance. Sam's life is on track. She's the perfect doctor, fiance Jack, a great job in Manhattan, and is about to tour wedding venues. Everything's going to plan, but the minute she arrives, Sam senses that something is off. Wyatt is here, her Wyatt. But there's no reason for a 30-year-old engaged woman to feel panicked about the guy who broke her heart when she was 16. Obviously, our girl is choosing Wyatt, but this sounds really fun. A super fun summer quick romance. Looks like it's around 260 pages as well, so it's a quick little read. This honestly would be perfect to read in the summer, but you know what? We need some fluffy, fun summer romance books to get us through the winter. I live in Alaska, if you guys didn't know, so I need this. Our last prompt for the month of January is a thriller. Okay, fun. So, let's see here. I mean, I have so many. I think I have to choose We Used to Live Here by Marcus Klewer. I just got this for Christmas. This is one of my most anticipated reads ever. I'm so excited about this book. It's about a queer couple that renovates houses and does like house flips, and they buy a house, and in the middle of renovations, a family knocks on the door and they're like, oh my gosh, we used to live in this house years and years and years ago. Can we take our kids through the house and show them, you know, the house that we used to live in? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then lots of stuff starts happening. I'm pretty sure one of the kids goes missing. There's, you know, a ghostly presence in the basement, lots of spooky stuff. This book is compared to like similar vibes as Get Out, the movie, and I love that movie so much, and I just know I'm gonna eat this book up. It's probably gonna spook me a lot because this is like something I think about happening all the time, weirdly enough, and I just know that I'm gonna love this so much. So this is definitely going on our TBR. Okay, we have officially picked our 10 books for the month of January. Let's go through them really fast. Starting off, we have Onyx Storm. Obviously, we have to read that. We have We Used to Live Here, same time next summer. One of Us is Lying, Kingdom of the Wicked, Nora Goes Off Script, A Court This Cruel and Lovely, Anathema? Question mark? Salem's Lot. And then last we have Wild Love. So honestly, a good variety of genres. We have, looks like we have 3 romances, 2 thrillers, 3 thrillers, and 3 fantasy. So we've got all the genres. We've got all the genres. Oh, a 4th fantasy because of Onyx Storm. Wow. I am so excited to be in this new year and see what happens in this new year. 2024 was so crazy, and it's when I started making book videos, and I just love it so much. I have such a fun time. I have my TikTok and Instagram linked below, always in the description, so you can check out my other platforms if you guys like book content. And I'm just so excited to see what happens this year and where this year takes us, and read all the new releases, and I'm just so excited. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you guys like book content, and give this video a big thumbs up to let me know you guys enjoy these types of videos. Leave a comment down below some of the books that you're looking forward to reading this month in January, and I will see you guys when I post a new video. Bye guys!